The next idea felt revolutionary. You need multiple income streams. Everyone was saying it. Motivational videos, podcasts, successful-looking people online. So I believed it. I thought the solution was more jobs, more hustles, more effort. So I added side hustles, small ones, messy ones, unstable ones. I became busy, very busy. I woke up earlier, slept later, worked weekends. From the outside, it looked impressive. From the inside, I was exhausted. Something didn't feel right. Yes, money increased slightly, but stress increased faster. My time disappeared. My energy drained. My focus scattered. That's when I noticed the trap. Not all income streams are equal. Some multiply your time. Others just slice it thinner. Most side hustles don't create freedom. They create parallel employment. You're still trading hours for money, just for different bosses, different rules, same prison. I wasn't building wealth. I was stacking obligations. Another hard truth hit me. More income doesn't fix bad structure. It just hides it longer. I watched people with 3 jobs, 5 hustles, endless motion, still stressed, still broke mentally, still one emergency away from collapse. Meanwhile, a few people were calm, not rushed, not loud, not busy, but stable. The difference wasn't effort. It was design. They didn't chase income. They built systems. Systems where effort creates results after the work is done. Systems that don't require constant presence. Systems that scale. That's when I understood something critical. Income streams matter less than income quality. There are only 3 types of income. Linear income. Work stops, money stops. Leveraged income. Work once, earn repeatedly. Controlled income. Ownership, decision power. Most people never leave type 1. Not because they're lazy, but because no one shows them the door. I realized I didn't need more hustles. I needed better positioning. So I stopped asking, how can I earn more? And started asking, what kind of income doesn't collapse when I stop working for one day? That question was uncomfortable because the answer required patience, learning, delayed gratification, being bad before being good. Side hustles give fast dopamine. Systems give slow power. I chose slow power, not because it was easy, but because I was tired of running. That decision didn't make me rich overnight, but it did something more important. It gave me direction, and direction changes everything. The first system I tried didn't fail because it was bad. It failed because I didn't understand it. I copied it exactly, step by step, video by video, checklist by checklist. I believed if I followed the instructions closely enough, the results would come automatically. That was my mistake. I was executing mechanics, not thinking. When something didn't work, I panicked. I didn't ask why. I asked what next. So I jumped. New strategy, new video, new opportunity. Same cycle. That's when I noticed a painful pattern. People who succeed don't look for answers. They look for principles. I had been chasing formulas. Formulas are fragile. They break the moment conditions change. Algorithms shift. Markets move. Trends die. Principles don't. I realized I was trying to build freedom with borrowed thinking. Someone else's system. Someone else's timing. Someone else's risk tolerance. It wasn't designed for me. That's why copying feels safe but leads nowhere. You move, but you don't progress. Understanding is slower. It forces questions. Why does this work? Who does it work for? Where does the value come from? What problem is being solved? At first, understanding feels frustrating because clarity comes after confusion. I wanted certainty, but systems reward curiosity, not certainty. I went back to basics, not tactics, foundations. Instead of asking, how do I make money? I asked, how does money move? I studied value creation, attention, distribution, trust, scale. Not tools, not hacks. Something changed. I stopped quitting early because now I knew what working actually looked like. Most people quit because they expect signals too early. They want likes, sales, validation before momentum exists. Systems don't whisper success. They build pressure silently. I understood why most people fail. They don't lack intelligence. They lack runway. Time to be invisible. Time to be wrong. Time to improve privately. The system didn't fail. My expectations did. Once I adjusted that, everything slowed down. And for the first time, that felt right. The moment everything changed wasn't dramatic. There was no breakthrough, no viral win, no sudden clarity. There was just exhaustion. I got tired of waiting to feel ready, tired of waiting for confidence, tired of waiting for motivation, tired of convincing myself that tomorrow would be different. Tomorrow never was. That's when I realized something uncomfortable. Motivation is unreliable. It shows up when it feels like it. It disappears when you need it most. And money doesn't respond to feelings. It responds to systems. I stopped asking, how do I stay motivated? And started asking, what happens even when I don't feel like it? Discipline isn't intensity, it's agreement. An agreement with yourself that certain actions happen whether the mood is right or not. I built rules, simple ones, non-negotiable. Create before consuming, study before scrolling, track money weekly, not emotionally. Show up even when nobody is watching. At first, it felt pointless. No applause, no instant feedback, no proof it was working. Just repetition. That's the phase most people abandon because effort without evidence feels foolish. But discipline compounds quietly, like interest, invisible at first, obvious later. I noticed small shifts. I thought clearer. I reacted slower. I spent less impulsively. I chose discomfort on purpose. The chaos in my head reduced, and with it, the chaos in my finances. Money didn't increase immediately. Control did. And control comes before growth. I learned to respect boredom, to repeat the same actions without chasing novelty, because novelty is expensive. It costs focus. It costs time. It costs consistency. The people who win financially don't look busy. They look boring, predictable, calm, focused. I stopped looking for inspiration. I built routines that worked even on bad days. That's when I understood the real advantage. Consistency beats intelligence. Structure beats talent. Patience beats urgency. And slowly, almost invisibly, the numbers started responding. Not explosively, sustainably. I wasn't free yet, but for the first time, I wasn't lost. For a long time, I thought knowledge was the finish line. If I just learned enough, if I just understood money deeply enough, everything would change. It didn't. Knowledge made me aware, but awareness alone doesn't pay bills. That's when I learned the final lesson most people never reach. Effort is not the problem. Direction is. I saw people working harder than me, longer than me, sacrificing more than me, still stuck, still tired, still broke. They were pushing forward. On a treadmill. Money doesn't reward effort equally. It rewards leverage. Leverage is doing something once and getting paid repeatedly. Or doing something that scales without scaling your time. I had been trading hours for income. That's the slowest path possible. Safe, predictable, limited. Leverage felt dangerous at first because it requires delayed rewards. You work today, you get paid later. Maybe most people can't tolerate that uncertainty, so they choose guaranteed struggle over uncertain growth. I stopped asking, how do I work harder? And started asking, how do I remove myself from the equation? Systems, content, skills that compound, distribution, things that exist even when I sleep. That's when income stopped feeling like luck and started feeling like math. Attention leads to trust. Trust leads to conversion. Conversion leads to income. Income feeds the system. Simple, not easy. Most people quit right before leverage kicks in because the work feels unrewarded for too long. They confuse silence with failure. But leverage is quiet at first, then violent. The difference between people who escape and those who don't isn't intelligence. It's tolerance. Tolerance for being unseen. Tolerance for delayed validation. Tolerance for building without applause. I realized something painful but freeing. Nobody is coming to save me. No job, no government, no shortcut, but that also meant something powerful. I didn't need permission. Money stopped being emotional. It became mechanical. A result of inputs and time. I'm not rich, not yet, but I'm no longer confused. And confusion is the most expensive state to live in, because once direction is clear, progress is inevitable.